Here we're asked to solve this triangle, meaning we need to find all of the angles and all the side lengths. So to start here, I want to think through some of the things that I could use to solve it. First of all, I only know one angle, so I can't use just the idea that a triangle has 180 degrees to find the other two angles yet. And since here I have a side angle side, I can't use the law of sines because I don't have any that match up like opposites, right? I don't know this side length because that's the opposite of this degrees. I don't have this angle, which is opposite of the side. I don't have this angle. So remember, law of sines, I need to have some opposites to help me use that. So I'm going to rely on the law of cosines in this one to try and solve for, let's call it this side here, TS. And because I have the opposite angle here, I can go ahead and plug that in. So I'm looking for this side length we'll call C, and then my other two side lengths, 29 and 13, are going to be my A and B in my formula. If you don't remember the formula, take a look back at notes, cosine of 91. And so now I'm just going to be plugging this into a calculator here. I'm going to actually square root this whole thing. It's a little bit easier to take it piece by piece into your calculator. Like I'm going to actually do 29 squared plus 13 squared in my calculator first, which I get 1010. And then I'm going to subtract all of this, 2 times 29 times 13 times cosine of 91, which I get about 1023.15. And then from there, I'm going to go ahead and take the square root of that into my calculator, and I'll get my value here of about 31.98, which I'm just going to round to 32. And that's my third side here. Now I need an angle. So let's see here. Now I can go ahead and use law of sines to help me find an angle because I have, 91 and 32. So I'm going to say I want to say sine of 91 over 32 equals, let's call it 13. Sorry, sine of something. In this case, we'll call it t over 13 because I'm looking for the opposite side of 13 here. And now I just need to solve for t. So I multiply 13 on both sides. So I get 13 sine of 91 over 32 equals sine of t. And then I'm going to take the inverse sine of all of that, 13 sine 91 over 32. And I plug that into a calculator and I will get my solution. So inverse sine of 13 times sine of 91 divided by 32. And I get about 23.96, or what I'm going to round to 24. So I got almost everything now. So I have my side length 32, my angle 24. I'm going to erase some of this work to give me a little bit more space here and to see what I'm missing. So right now, what I have is everything, all side lengths and all angles, except for this last one, S. But remember, all angles have to add to 180. So if I just take 180 and subtract 91 and then subtract 24, that'll give me my final angle here of 65. So now I have a solved triangle because I have every side and every angle calculated.